if you withdraw the forces from an evil government, you have to build at the same time an alternative.
Right.
Because if there is no political power, chaos will break out, and the old forces will come
back.
Back. We have to respect the rhythm, also the rhythm of the possibility of the human being to change. If you impose a change, it doesn't go deep. It may be for a short time, but I think the profound changes take place in order really to help people to come to a new vision. And if you see the suffering of the other, then I think it may become possible to forgive, but not from one day to another.
Right.
Dancing with the missing, dancing with the dead, dance with the invisible ones. The anguish is on.
I think that the nonviolent movement is very strong in saying no, and we have learned a great deal. We have to learn still a great deal to build the alternative. It's called World Social Forum. It started in south of Brazil, and it is connecting all over the world the alternative movements who stand for real democracy, for the respect of human rights, for disarmament, for ecology. The possibility to live this alternative is in every human being, but must help to bring it out.
One day we'll dance, one day we'll sing our freedom, one day we'll laugh and
What keeps you motivated in being an advocate for peace?
The experience of the Hitler time. We lived through physical fear of the bombing. There was the whole repressive system of the Nazi regime. So that when the war was over, I went through a very difficult period, because as a child you experience things and you don't reflect them.
Right.
So you take that violence into yourself. And sometimes you have to deal with it.
Absolutely.
If you don't deal with it, it will work against you, or you will become a very aggressive person.
Right.
In school, I could never say what I really thought, because if I would have spoken against the regime, my father would go to prison.
Right.
I had to really struggle very hard against this. Is there a sense in life?
Right.
Their meaning in life.
Right.
If I think of Baghdad, I think of all the children and young people who are afraid. It marks a young person. After rediscovering the gift of God to humanity, that there is a force that is stronger than hatred and destruction and violence. And then I thought, if you have survived the war, you should give your life to peace work.
one day we'll dance on every, one day we'll sing our freedom.
I want to take this moment to thank all of the participants who so graciously allowed me the time in order to interview and film them. I would also like to thank Chaplain Anthony Nicotera at Depaul University in Chicago, my colleagues at IFOR in Vienna, Pete, Irmgard, Hildegard, and Heike, who have supported, advised, and guided me. Antonia, the film editor at CCC Films in Vienna, as this film would not have been possible without her spending countless hours of her personal time. And finally, all of the individuals and activists who have worked, struggled, and sacrificed in order to create a world that respects every individual, regardless of their color, their beliefs, their cultural heritage, or their economic status.